Raise your hand if you saw or heard thunderstorms on Sunday. As exciting as that can be, obviously thunderstorms come with all sorts of hazards like heavy rain, localized flooding. We saw even reports of some pea-sized hail across parts of the valley floor within the Fresno, Clovis area, even up into Chowchilla. And yeah, even in the Fowler area, a report of a funnel cloud. But did you know that there are different types of frozen precipitation that can come out of a thunderstorm? Hail and graupel are the most common types, and sometimes they can be hard to differentiate. The main difference in formation is the state of matter at which they are starting in. So as far as hail goes, this often happens during the warm season, during the summertime months, but it can happen in spring too. You get warm, moist air forced upwards in a thunderstorm updraft. The stronger the updraft, the bigger the hail can be. It starts as liquid raindrops that are forced upwards. As it gets cold enough, it starts to freeze. And once it gets big enough, or big enough to drop down from the cloud, it falls as hail. Usually it looks a little bit like this. And then sometimes during the cold winter months, you can get what's called graupel. They kind of look like tiny snowballs, and the key difference as to, again, what state of matter it starts off as. Graupel often starts as a snowflake that passes through a layer of super cold air. It's able to melt within this very shallow warm layer, and then it falls as these tiny little balls that look like hail. They can be confused between hail and snow, but I like to say that they kind of resemble Dippin' Dots once they fall from the sky. Now you can often tell between the two because hail has that distinct translucent look to it, while the graupel is a lot more opaque. It has that Dippin' Dots look and feel. They're often very squishable, so they can melt easier. Hail also often bounces when it hits the ground. Now, since we're technically getting really close to the warm season, but still in the cold season, it's not impossible to also see graupel this time of year, just with the cold air that is still moving through with some of these storm systems.